Good day, all. Good day, all. Welcome to my new YouTube channel called PickyPeople, where I'll be reviewing the most popular matchmaking show on YouTube called Pop the Balloon or Find Love. So sit back and enjoy.
Okay, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. Good, how are you?
Pretty good, yourself?
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Kevin.
Kevin, how old are you?
I'm 36 years old.
And what do you do?
Yeah, I'm an enterprise account executive. I'm also an actor, and I have a family-owned business that sells Jamaican food and jerk chicken and jerk sauce.
Okay,
Yeah.
you be cooking or?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
You gotta either dance or cook if you're Jamaican. You know what it is.
All right.
Yeah.
And what are some things you like to do for fun?
Yeah, I like to travel a lot. Like, I've been to 12 countries in 2 years. The last 2 years.
Nice.
Like, I was in Paris for the Olympics. I went to the gold medal game. Shout out to Steph Curry, he did amazing. We were born the same week, but he makes me feel like I'm not doing enough. Yeah, I like to box, I like to work out, box, play basketball. And like, I'm in the tech space, so I like helping like people like kids actually go ahead and get in the tech space at all. Also like, I don't know if you watched the game, but one of the main lines they said was, you don't gotta sell drugs to live life like you sell drugs. And I like to tell kids that and like to make sure that they like to get as much as possible out the world, you know, tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now what are some things you look for in a woman?
Oh, well, I'm not gonna lie. This, I feel like you all know there's a gender war going on out there. Like people talking about, oh yeah, men aren't doing this, women aren't doing this. I just want somebody that's willing to show up. Understand we both need to show up 100%. Don't think about what they're saying online. Actually, just come out straight up. Somebody willing to be a partner, and I just understand that. You know, it's not about what people say or what people are complaining about. Actually take each other in and understand that, you know, we need to be our best selves looking forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you look for in a woman?
I look for that.
Okay.
I look for someone that's ambitious. I look for somebody that's ambitious. You know, like I understand, like even in a relationship, I got to be the best boyfriend, but then after that, I got to be the best husband, and then after that, I got to be the best father. So I look for someone that's going to try to be the best girlfriend, then I understand best wife, and then mother.
Okay.
So, you know, it's not just about being the same, it's about continuing to evolve and be better as best as possible.
I see. All right, and now what are some of your deal breakers?
Oh my gosh. All right, so
Oh my God.
so number one, just like don't be negative. Like try to be solutions oriented. Don't try to talk about why stuff doesn't work. It's like how can stuff work? You know, try to have a positive attitude like that. Number two, like I'm not saying you gotta be overly religious, but just like don't be atheist. Like don't say I don't believe in anything. And it's 2025, I gotta say this, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have to, but like for the sake of my kids, our future kids that I don't have yet, please, because kids are brutal today. If you have something for a subscription for $9.95 to OnlyFans or something like that, where they can get made fun of at the lunch table, or I gotta actually, when someone toasts and says, hey, I know she'll make you happy, I gotta say, what do you mean by that? That's a problem for me. So I mean, I don't think that's a big ask, but in today, you just gotta ask that.
It sounds funny, but seems like the way of the world, especially with the ladies, it seems like they're going to be on OnlyFans a lot. I'm talking about out of the 100% of the women in the United States, I just see, and I hate to be negative or sound, you know, condescending about it, but that's going to be the way women are going to think about even making money because they don't want to go in to work for nobody. They can work for themselves in front of their, without anybody hounding them in front of a camera, doing whatever they do for the subscription. What he said, $9.99 or whatever it is. It's just wild. But social media has made the regular man and the rich man compete for a handful of women. And when I say a handful of women, women that have the morals and values of yesteryear, they carry themselves with dignity, respect, and a persona which is not debaucherous, but they can be exclusively for their man eyes only. Right now, it's like there's no shame, and to each his own. It's a free for all. So I'm like, hey, that type of morality and values that's in the United States is going to have the women on OnlyFans because there's no shame. So I just hope and pray that it doesn't end up like that. But I say again, social media has pitted regular common man and the rich man against each other, competing for a handful of women with the social morals and values that are upstanding, where you can walk in the light and not be ashamed to be with her. It's just the way it is, man. It's wild.
So that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we got some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. All right. So we'll start over here. Your name and age?
I'm Janine. I'm 28.
Okay. And Janine, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped for a couple of reasons. They're very superficial, so it's nothing personal. Obviously, I don't know you. Right. But it was the mismatch color jewelry, like that.
You mean the two-tone in the tennis string?
Yeah.
Welcome to Picky People. This young lady pops her balloon on this young man because his chains are two-toned. Go figure. Now we wonder why young black men and women can't get together. They are like this, separated over the most minuscule, minute, stupidest things. This young woman says, I pop my balloon because I don't like the necklace because it's two-toned. The man can take the necklace off in 2 seconds. Buy another one, but he should do no such thing to appease this woman if she's that picky. So popping her balloon was a blessing, not even to be in contention for this young man who looks like the rapper Rakim to me. But let's continue.
I just don't like that combo. I don't know. I just don't like it. And then the shoes, and then also the height. Like I said, those are very also like superficial things. I normally don't wear heels, but today I am. So in the occasion I do want to throw on heels, I kind of do want to be a little bit taller than my partner. But I do like everything you said. I think you're really funny.
So when she throws on her heels, she want to be taller than her man. So basically, I say again, to each his own. So basically, she want to feel dominant and powerful over her man when she throws on her heels. So she want a little man. She want a smaller man, which is her prerogative. Hey, little kings need love too.
Going, and I think like your head is really on a good path and going straight forward.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So obviously I have to ask, how tall are you?
5'11".
5'11". Yeah. Okay. How tall are you again?
I'm 5'6.5". Girl. Oh, but I don't know. It's the heels and, just the atmosphere off, like, based off initial attraction, like, you're fine, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like,
yeah.
Oh, like, that's okay. What I'm looking for, like, yeah. But,
all right. Now, is she someone that's your type?
No, I don't think so. All
right. And why not?
I don't know. It's just not the same thing you said. You said I'm fine, but my tongue wouldn't go as far as yours personally. That's all I can say.
Funny.
but it was still. I mean, you're attractive, but to me, you're not. Like you said, maybe I'm not just reeking for you. Mm-hmm. The energy is just not reeking for me the same way. Yeah, but you do look nice though. I like.
Yeah, she's giving off energy. Listen, man, I've been around a while now. I don't like to put no stereotypes on nobody, but I've been around long enough to know. When I see a woman's face like that, she's got a pretty smile, nice skin. But when I see a face like that, it's like she's exuded. She can't wait to pop off and just snap. I've seen it so many times. So now I just know what I know, and nobody can take that shit away from me. So when a woman looks like this, looks nice and pleasant, a nice smile, nice skin, nice hair, and she just got that smirk and smile on her face. Behind that, it could be some terror. I'm trying to tell you.
The hair and like the beads.
Thank you. I did it myself.
Oh, what? Yeah. What's up?
All right, thank you. Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age?
Deanna, and I'm 29.
All right. Deanna, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I ended up popping because he resembles my uncle.
Oh.
Like
Uncle's a fine man.
Yeah,
so.
my uncle's young. Me and him is not. We like close in age, but
okay.
he said a lot of good things. He dressed nice, handsome, but he just reminds me of my uncle. So yeah.
Like look-wise or
Look,
personality?
face. Yeah.
I see.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from New York.
Where are they from?
They're from Florida. Trinidad. They're like Trinidad.
Trinidad. I mean, I'm Jamaican. Maybe.
Okay, so cousins.
yeah. I mean, it's like,
All right. So his hair is fine. You didn't say the hair was
Well, I try to, deter from that, but, nothing's wrong with your hair. I just personally like lower cuts. But all of the guys have the same,
Okay.
But yeah, you're handsome. You said a lot of good things. You're dressed nice, so.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, you're Trinidadian too?
No, I'm black.
You're just black?
Yeah.
No, she looks nice. I like the contrast from your skin to the
Thank
dress.
you.
It's a good choice
Appreciate
today.
it.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Let's head back. We have 4 beautiful ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Yeah, so I got a good question. So we all know the love languages, and honestly, they're reversible to mean something to some people and not mean something to other people. What's your love language, and why do you think it's important to you? What's your explanation, if you were to explain it, why it's important to you?
Okay. So what is your love language and why is it important to them? Okay. Let's start over here. Your name and age.
So my name is Ashley and I am 26. My love language is acts of service, just because I feel like that's what makes me feel like I'm cared for. You're attentive and, just nurturing. I just love like the little things of, the service, like holding the door, tying my shoe, stuff like that, So, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Just going over here. Name and age and answer to his question.
Yes, I'm Brittany. I'm 28. I could kind of piggyback off of what she says. I do like acts of service, but to say something different, I would say quality time. I'm really big on spending time with someone, not all the time, but when we do spend time together, being present in that moment and being really together.
Okay. Your name and age and answer to his question.
Hi, my name is Vanessa. I'm 27. My love language is quality time. I really enjoy spending time with my partner, and I feel like being in person is really how you have a chance to develop the relationship. So yeah, I'm really looking for a partner.
Name and age and answer to his question.
My name's Ken Brianna and I'm 26. Top 3 love languages are number 1 is words of affirmation. Just a little, you look good. Like, oh, you did that. Like, oh, thanks, babe, for that. Just something to, Also, quality time, of course. I love spending time with really anybody that I care about for real. And physical touch. And then it's not a love language, but food, feed me, please.
Yeah. He did say he cooks.
Yeah. All of that. But yeah.
Right. Cool. Thank you. And we did get a pop balloon over here. Why'd you end up popping?
Hi, my name is Vanessa, and I'm 27. I ended up popping. I really like that you're in sales. I'm also in technology sales, and so that's something that I connected with you on. Also, you giving back to children. I also sit on a junior executive board, giving back to children. So those are things I connected with you on. Honestly, initially, I wasn't sure. I wanted to hear more about like what you do and like the answers to your own questions. I just felt like I was holding on to the balloon because I couldn't find a reason. So I don't want to make anything up. I think you're an attractive man. I like what you do. I like your jacket. Yeah.
Okay. So now is she someone that's your type?
You have a gap just like my mother, honestly. And I'm not gonna, it's a good thing. It's very homely. But I like your colors. You look nice. Your reason, we're talking about just looking at her, right? Yeah, she looks.
Anything? Or off what you heard, whatever it is for you, if that would make her your type, if not, if she's not.
Just looking at you, you're fine. I honestly love gaps because it just reminds me of the first person I've ever saw. But honestly, your reason, I'm always curious to just people's decision-making capabilities. I have no idea what you just said.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'll take it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just like kind of nervous because like I haven't done this. Whatever. Can I have my balloon back?
Oh.
Can I have my balloon back? I want to hear more. Okay. I'm just like I don't want to make the wrong decision. Like I'm up here. I'm like, oh, should I pop or not? Okay.
Let's get her balloon back. Good. Hand it on over to
I mean,
her.
it's your life. I mean, you know, all your job is to be sure about life. That's it to me. Like, whatever you make a decision, just stand by it. If you can't stand by it, that's all I want people to do. Whatever y'all do, just stand by it.
I definitely stand by. I'm somebody that when I make a decision, I have very little like room. I make a decision quickly, but like when it comes to love, I feel like there's so many games that are played like in relationships and stuff. So it's like, should I, So yeah, this is a new experience.
See, the thing she's just articulating about the games and this and that and this, back in the day, I hate to date myself, but back in the day, when a man met a woman and that woman, met that man, they met each other. That man would introduce that woman to his mother and father. That woman would definitely introduce that man to her mother and father. Today, there's none of that. People even get married and have families and build whatever without even meeting their opposite parents. So what used to be protected women with what she's just saying, because that woman would shake that, the mother of that son would shake that woman down upon meeting her, and the father of that daughter would shake that man down upon meeting him, because the two young lovebirds were so blindly in love, they could see no wrong or nothing foreseen in the future with who they fell in love with, which is a normal thing. But that's why wisdom is in our parents. They lived it already. So that's why it was custom for that man to introduce that woman to his mother and father, that woman to introduce that man to her mother and father. There is none of that today. So women out here don't have the covering of a man, meaning no man to vet or shake down her potential husband or boyfriend, or in this way, day and time, their significant other or partner. But anyway, there's no cover. The women are not covered. The women are not covered today because there's no father, there's no brothers, uncles, grandfathers, no one that women depend on to help them vet or shake down their potential husband. So you have women like this, nervous and don't know what to do and just spasmodic all over the place, and they make a decision blindly based on feelings. So we got to get back to what used to be. If that young man has mother and father still living, and that young woman has mother and father still living, they need to be introduced to each other, because it will save you a lot of gray hairs and strife. Trust me.
Okay, bear with me. I hope you didn't take offense to that.
No, you're
Let's
good.
continue.
All right, head on back this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm now going to hand you a pick.
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have you pop one balloon.
Okay.
Oh. All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
He looks good. I like your career. I like that you give back to the community. I liked everything that you were saying. That's it.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping hers?
First of all, you're gorgeous. I loved it. You look like Whitley Gilbert from a different world. A Jasmine Guy. That's her real name. Your reasons for the reason I just wanted to honestly, when I asked that question, the reason I asked that is just to see like how deep was it. You were just like
I didn't answer the second part.
You were just like, I like to just get complimented. You were like words of affirmation, or I like to just see things. They actually went into the details of, quality times means presence. They said what it meant. Okay. Yours was honestly so surface level, it didn't actually meant deeply in your heart what it meant to you. So in this situation, it's really about like just being deeper within surface level, and just your answer at this point and what you just presented, that's what it was. It was just pretty surface level. They really went to what it meant to them, why it meant to them, and why they want to continue to have that. Yeah.
I respect it.
All right. Thank you. Okay, let's head on back. We've got 3 beautiful ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Yeah. Who was your top 3 female role models growing up, and why?
Okay, let's start there and come back. All right, let's hear from you.
Okay, this is easy. Number 1, Omarosa Manigault Newman. The reason why is because she's bold, she's confident, she's unapologetic. She's just so sharp, and I just love her. Secondly, Oprah Winfrey. I kind of grew up seeing bits of her talk show, and again, unapologetic, powerful Black woman. Thirdly, I would say my mother. Again, strong, beautiful, confident, the epitome of what it means to be a Black woman. So, yeah.
Okay, what about over here?
Yes. I would say Madam C.J. Walker. She's the reason why, we're confident enough to wear our hair and do different things with our hair products and everything like that. And especially now, since, for a while we weren't even allowed to wear our hair out, that's a big deal. That confidence, building that confidence. I would say, who else? Of course, if we can add our parents to that, my mom is the one that helped build the confidence within me, and also taught me that, especially with the way the world is today, there's a time where you can take a back seat. You don't have to always be the strong Black woman. Thank you. You don't always have to be that. You can sit down and let that man lead as long as he is a leader. And that's something that my mom taught me. And then I would also say, it's going to sound kind of silly, but I guess since we're talking about growing up, I'd say maybe even, I hate to say this, Raven Simone. I used to love, that's so Raven. We're talking about growing up, right? So as a child, we have similar personalities. We have big personalities, and I used to always picture myself being someone who can walk into a room and be able to grab a presence. And that's what I learned just as a child watching TV and seeing like, oh, look, there's someone that looks like me, and she's also confident in herself. So from her Disney Channel days, I really did enjoy the message that she put out to little girls.
Thank you. And what about over here?
So first, I would say my mom. She has always been, my role model. I always look up to her. She is like the true definition of a trophy wife, an amazing mother. Like that's exactly how I want to be. So I do look up to her. I do look up to Beyonce. That's my girl. Beyonce, her songs just gave me the confidence. I just love listening to her. She just brings the light out in me, when I listen to her songs. And then Keke Palmer, she has always been that girl since younger, older, now. Like she has such an inspiring story. Like I always watch all her interviews and everything. I would love to meet her. So those 3 for sure.
All right, nice.
At least one woman out of these 3 hinted, and it's this woman in the blue. She was the only one out of these 3 to say, hey, another one said her mother, but she said her mother because her mother showed her what the epitome of a wife is. And she even added trophy wife. So her mother she must look like her mama and take after her mama with the beautiful brown skin and beautiful corrugated smile and elegant dress wear and everything. So her mother must encourage her or gave her the desire to want to be like her and become a wife versus some thought out here being passed around to every man, every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So this woman here in the blue dress, she has an example in her mother who she wants to emulate and become the trophy wife. She didn't just say the wife, she said trophy wife. So that's a good thing. Hopefully the trophy wife is domesticated and know how to cook and clean and nurture children and raise children, because everything that looks good ain't good for you, trust me.
Okay, it is time to pop. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 1 balloon. Oh, you dropped it?
Probably, well.
Okay, there you go. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 1 balloon.
Can you ask about mine?
You want the ladies to hear about your role models. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe they don't like like that either.
Well, let's know. Yeah, go ahead. Let's let them hear your role models.
Oh, yeah. Growing up, I would say, honestly, I asked you for 3. I knew one of y'all was going to be your mom. Definitely. So, I mean, I had a feeling. So, I said I really wanted to know, too. But so one is definitely my dad. The only reason why I had the confidence I have is because he said, yo, Kevin, you're handsome. Kevin, you know you can do that. And I know a lot of guys don't have that father presence, but just that makes me want to do that for somebody else one day. The second is Kobe Bryant. Just how he was never a victim. He just works hard no matter what. It doesn't matter what the obstacle. And third, I believe this guy is the messiah for black kids everywhere and doesn't get enough credit as Will Smith. Like, honestly, no one, like, he made us know that to be liked by women, you don't have to be a thug. You don't have to be, like, grimy or just, like, tough. He's a hood dude, but still respected by the hood dudes that doesn't act like a hood dude. Okay. He's a guy that's fresh, and he's a guy that plays ball. And that's really all black kids want to do, I felt, in my generation. Play ball, get women, and look cool. And honestly, he did that, and it really helped me, and I feel like a lot of my other friends realized we could just be educated, be yourself, and don't really got to go to the corner. So, Will, I respect you for that.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
He did do that. I mean, as far as back I can remember, the Will Smith was always rapping and entertaining, and he did it his own way without having to be a thug about it. And hey, he's one of the most popular rappers and actors in the world. I'm serious. That brother did it. He might be going through a lot of stuff now, but he made a lot of brothers realize you don't have to be thuggish to be loved by women. You know, you could just be yourself.
It's good to hear that from you. So it is now time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one.
All right. First of all, these are my top 3 colors I love to wear. I just want to let this.
I know. They look so good. All right. So we saw you did get your balloon back. And so what made you ask for it back and what made you hang on to it?
I think that when I considered the reason why I popped initially, it might have just been fear or uncertainty. And so I wanted to give him a chance to show me more.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
There's nothing wrong with you at all. Thank you for the second life. I appreciate it. I feel like Mario. But honestly, it was really just a comparison. Like, your answer was a 9.8, theirs was a 10. Sorry, like, honestly, about their answers, those are there's a hidden agenda behind those. They love people that are unapologetically themselves. Keke Palmer is unapologetically herself. Raven Simone's unapologetic. Even in the shows, that's what they did. They want to just be themselves and move forward. They don't care what they want to talk about. Yours was, which I still do respect, which it was very business oriented and being a strong, considerate woman. But I still don't know how Oprah is in a relationship. And I don't know how Madam CJ is in a relationship. She seems like she works so hard. But I can imagine how Keke is a little, Keke has some things to worry about, but either way, Kiki's gonna be Keke and Raven's gonna be Raven. And the fact that, and Beyonce's gonna be Beyonce. And they work hard, they're apologetic to themselves, and their art's appreciated. So I just saw that, that's really what I wanted. Yours was, and it's funny because actually it matches your reason for not popping because it was for business reasons and wanting to hear more that I want. And those are what those two people do, which they're very business oriented and want to keep getting stuff. So I know I said a lot, but yeah. yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Brother man can get long-winded, but he has some deep thought to his articulation of his ideas and thoughts.
Okay. I mean, there was
9.8
psychology.
though. 9.8 though.
I mean, personally, I like my answers, but I understand when you explain it, there was psychology behind your answer, which, I mean, I can't be mad at. Who I am is who I am, and I answered honestly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we've got 2 ladies left. Ladies, any questions for our guy? You ready?
Yeah. Okay. So, like, what is your relationship with God? Like, do you go, like, to church every Sunday, or is it just, like, every once in a while, or do you read, go to Bible study, or whatever?
Yeah, for sure. I pray every day, at least 4 times a day. If I don't go to church, I try to stream it. To me, like, going to church is like going to the gym. Like, I feel like you can always do more. I want to do more. Even if I would rate myself as a 7, I think I need to be a 10. So I think I'm good. I still pray every day, but I think the room for being in small groups and like not just hearing the pastor, but actually hearing about real life situations in little groups could be better. That's how I feel personally. I could do better as accountability that I think I'm messing up and could be a little better with. But still, the vision is there. I want to be better. But I right now, like I hold him in everything I do. I pray about every decision I make, and yeah, like I want my kids to do the same.
Any questions here?
Yes. What are your views on traditional relationships, or what do you think a traditional relationship will look like?
Oh my gosh. Can you unpack that a little bit more?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm asking, would you want a relationship, let's say, like your mother would have had with her husband, or are you more along the lines of how dating is today, where it's a lot of meet me halfway, there's a lot more both of us being the present and holding the household down, as opposed to, let's say, someone back in the, years ago.
Right.
This young lady, now I know why she says she likes Raven Simone, but this young lady she is herself. And the question she's asking, especially this particular question, basically she's getting down to, do you believe in gender roles? I believe in gender roles. Gender roles make me like Herculean type to do what I'm supposed to do as a man, provide, protect, and cover, and do them to the best of my God-given ability, gives me strength. It gives me a purpose. It gives me focus. It gives me all kind of stuff that you can't buy. I can't birth a child. I'm not built for it. I'm a man. I can sire a child, and I can provide, protect, and cover the child. I can't nurture a child, put them on my nipple of my chest and have them suckle on. No, I'm not built for that. So there is something called gender roles. And this is the best way in this day and time, especially for me, I speak for myself, how I can vet a woman by asking that simple question. Do you believe in gender roles? And some women, it's like spitting in their face. They hate it. I love gender roles. I love doing what I'm supposed to do as a man. Provide, protect, and cover. I love it. It gives me great energy, joy, and strength. It does. But this woman says, back in the day, how they used to do it back in the day, it got her to this point. It was nothing wrong with back in the day getting her to this point where this beautiful, vivacious, brown-skinned woman with nice flowing black hair down past her, midway her arm, how she was raised back in the day with man and woman having gender roles got her to this point. So that, to me, there's nothing wrong with that. But in her mind, the new age, the new wave, she wants to see if he's going to capitulate, say, hey, sure, I love changing gender roles. I don't believe in them at all. Now, if he's a man of God, he said he prays 4 times a day, he's going to believe in some order. If not, he's capitulating. Let's see what happens.
So I want to say, first of all, this question is probably one of the hardest questions you can ask, because the truth is the only reason why I feel like the answer is changed is because of women. They've been better than they've ever been. Like before, it's easy to tell a woman stay at home.
Sounds like pandering. Let's keep going.
When all you can do is stay home.
That's true.
They used to tell you guys you can't even vote because we don't believe that you have the brain to vote. And they used to tell you that you can't, you stay in the house because you can't actually provide anything when everything was labor. So now the truth is, like, even though I've been raised, especially as Jamaican, like understanding and expecting to be the provider and do that, I do understand that you guys have more than you ever have. You guys have more opportunity than you ever had. And if you want to seek that opportunity, maybe I need to take care of the kids more.
You see that? He has capitulated. There is order. God, man, woman, child. He just capitulated. Let's see what happens.
Maybe I need to.
Are you saying that that's something that you'd be okay with? Let's say you're married to a lawyer. Would you be a stay-at-home dad because she can be able to provide what she needs in the household?
First of all, stay-at-home dad is like, home all the time is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like home all the time is crazy, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope women realize this question exists because you guys are better. I mean, it's not because of we're worse. We probably got worse, but we may be worse because we got to deal with you guys getting better. Some guys. So even if you think we're trash now, we've always been trash. You could just see it because you're here now. Yeah. But I'm saying is that those women that do, like you said, that are lawyer, businesswomen, they have a reputation, almost just like having a kid is neglecting their man because of that. But I just want to let you know I prepare for that. That's half of the reason I make the money I make or have the schedule I have is because I understand that could be a possibility, but let's work on it together. I still want to see that together. I want to see a dynamic together. Like, I'm going to support you, but don't leave me at home looking like, yo, I just gave up every possibility I have for some woman I'll never see. Like, because I wouldn't do that to you. And that's the only reason why I want to do that. I don't care what I'm doing, because guess what? You could give me a better potential than any job could give me. Because I'm not going to lie, like, my dad did pass away on a Sunday. On Monday, they came to pick up the company car. Mm-hmm. So I think about that every day. So whatever you're working for, that could happen to you. But guess who lives through him? Me and my brother. So that's how I feel about you. So as long as that dynamic is worked on and is there, we're good. Okay. Yeah.
I hear a little bit of pandering, and I hear a lot of pandering, and he has capitulated. But that's his life, not mine. And let's see what happens.
Okay, we heard a lot.
Yeah.
But it is time to pop.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one balloon. I know this is a tough part.
This is a sign, too, because me and my brother used to play Ninja Turtles every day, and I was Leonardo he wore blue. But this makes sense because I was Michelangelo. You know what Michelangelo wore?
What he wear?
Orange.
Oh. Okay. We'll be right back, sis. All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like what he was saying. I mean, he's really seems like a really good guy, well-spoken, very handsome, like got a lot going for himself. So, you know, that's my type.
Yeah.
And then, so obviously we heard, you said you picked her because of the color, but is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's beautiful. I loved everything you said. Honestly, quality time is so both of you guys, I love the fact that you appreciated that, because quality time is my favorite, because like I've had pesos, I've had dollars, I've had pounds, but the one currency you can't ever get back is time. And that's why.
He couldn't have said that better. Only thing in the world you cannot get back is time. You can't add 1 second of time to your life. You can't get 1 second back when you waste it. It is priceless.
I know that when somebody gives that to me, I got to show you why it's worth it. And the fact that you guys were talking about present, that was amazing to me. I loved it. And the fact that I felt like you guys could show up was why you were the last two. But you're definitely my type. You look very nice. The melanin is amazing.
Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, I just.
All right. Sounds good. Well, let me have you step on back over there. Come on up here with us, Brittany. Come on up. I'll have you stand here. Yes. All right. Any final question between the two of you before we determine if we got a match?
Yes.
Just one, guys. One.
Okay.
Yes.
Felonies, do you have any? I have to check.
Nah, I don't have any felonies.
Okay.
Okay. Are you good?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
What do you do? What do you do for a living, and where do you live?
Where do I live?
Yeah.
Or what do I do and where do I live?
Yeah.
I live here, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. And I am an office coordinator. Right now, I am currently of a school, and currently I'm in school to become a sign language interpreter. So once I'm finished with that, then that will be my career.
Okay, great. Do you plan on like establishing and creating a family in Phoenix? Like, how does that look? What do you plan on? Your plans?
I do like the weather out here, but no, I think if anything, I would probably buy property here, and then I would like to live somewhere that has a little bit more of a season change.
Okay.
Not very much. I don't like snow, but other than that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I told y'all have one up here.
That was it.
Okay. Right. So my final question, is it a yes for you for him?
Yeah, I'd say it's a yes. I like your answers and what you had to say. I'm interested to get to know you more.
Okay. And is it a yes for you for her?
Can I tell her where I live to see? I got to see if she changed her mind.
Go ahead.
Does that matter? If it doesn't matter,
what did you say?
If where he lives will change your mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live in New York.
A little far, but no, not necessarily. Yeah. I've been to New York, so that's not. It depends on if we have a real connection, then maybe I'll come out and see you, or maybe you can come back out here.
Okay. Let me ask you again then.
Yeah.
Is it a yes for you for her?
Yes. Yeah, I did say I would only come to Phoenix if Charles Barkley came back to the Suns, but I would definitely do it for you.
Okay, thank you. That's a yes?
Yes, that's a yes.
We got a match.
I wish this young, articulate brother who seems to be has the gift of gab, but I hope and pray that they can overcome the distance and then overcome her idea of gender roles or non-gender roles. Because as a man, you got to stand on some principles. You have to understand and establish order that's already been established by the Most High. And he said he prayed 4 times a day. He understands order. God, man, woman, child. So hopefully they can get over the distance and more importantly, get over the gender roles, because I guarantee you he got to have order and priorities, because he's a successful chef and restaurant guy. He says he makes jerk chicken and jerk sauce and all kind of Jamaican sauces and stuff with his heritage. His heritage is from Jamaica. So I know he got to have hierarchy and prioritization in his life to be successful businessman at this young age. So I just wish these cats the best, and I pray that they can overcome the distance, and more importantly, the gender roles or non-gender roles. I wish them the best.
I'll take the mic. All right, get your girl. You guys can go on up. Yeah, go ahead. Make some noise for them, ladies.
And there we have it. Another episode of Pop the Balloon, episode 51. If you haven't, like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is a small YouTube channel and it's gaining momentum. It's gaining momentum, and I appreciate all the momentum that it's gaining. Once again, everyone wants unfailing love. Better to be homeless than a liar. Take care.